Hey, I'm Teresa and I'm 16. I'm from Spain. I'm supposed to tell you a little bit about myself. I guess I could tell you stories of how, when I was 5, I convinced my brother that we should run away from home. But that doesn't seem to matter so much.
Hi, my name is Miguel, but you can call me Mike. My family calls me Miguelito. I'm from Mexico. I have lots of brothers and sisters because my mom and dad wanted a big family. They're real churchy people. When I was little, my mother used to tell me the stories of the saints and martyrs. She told me so many. I loved when she did that because it was my alone time with her. I'd imagine that it was me in her stories.
Probably the most significant thing that's happened in my life is when my mom died a few years ago. I loved her. It's been hard without her around. We used to do fun things together. Have you ever read silly romance stories? Me and my mom used to. They're so good. It's kind of a girl thing. Anyway, my dad did not like what we read. He could be too serious sometimes, and strict, but honest. He taught me not to lie. I'm not sure if it was dishonest, but my mom would ask me not to tell my dad that we read those stories. I couldn't win either way.
I'm 18 years old now, but I feel I should tell you I'm 17. When I was a kid, I lost a year of my life. I got really sick and had some sort of infection in my brain. The doctors expected me to die. It was so hard on my family, especially my dad. I'm his firstborn son. All the doctors could hope for was that I would live with brain damage, and that doesn't seem like such a good thing. But my family stayed hopeful. I didn't talk at all for that whole year. It was a huge stress on my family, but I recovered. My dad always says it was because of prayer. He might be right. Whatever it was, I'm thankful to be alive. I don't know where I'd be without my family. I'm close with my sister Concepcion. We used to do so much together. She would play games with me when I was a little kid. I can remember being really young and playing soldier. I would get dressed up in whatever I could find that resembled a soldier. Pots made good hands. My mom's tablecloth was a really good uniform, and a wooden spoon made a nice rifle. But I wasn't just any soldier. I was a wounded soldier, and I needed a nurse. That's where Concepcion came in. Her job was to nurse me back to health. She'd always do her best, but my imagination always got the best of her. Before she was done fixing me up, we'd get killed by enemy fire. Your mind comes up with crazy stuff when you're a kid.
I really miss my mom. She hasn't been around for my teenage years, and I think I need a mom most of all at this time in my life. I don't want you to feel sorry for me or anything. I'm still a pretty typical girl. I like clothes. I love clothes, actually. You have to stay current with the fashions. It's not my fault I want to look good. That's just the way things are. That's what gets you noticed by boys. And it's fun to flirt with them. Did I mention that my father is strict? He just doesn't understand me. Apparently I've been out of control lately, whatever that means. I was not happy when he sent me away for school. I had nuns for teachers. Talk about not having any fashion sense. And they made us wear uniforms. Yeah, I was not happy. But you know what? The nuns were less strict than my dad. I think everything's gonna work out just fine.
I'm older now, but that doesn't keep me out of trouble. I was dating this girl, but my mom didn't like the girl because the girl wasn't Catholic. It was a weird situation, but I wanted to stay on my mom's good side. So, when I went away recently, I decided to write my mom a letter. I figured, since I was already writing a letter, I might as well write one to my girlfriend too. That was a mistake, because the letters kind of got swapped. It was awful. Mom was sick at what I wrote my girlfriend, and my girlfriend was so appalled that I sent her the wrong letter that she dumped me. So, that's where I am now. My family's doing pretty good. My 2 sisters just became nuns. Both of them. How often does that happen? And now, they say they're praying for me to find God's will. We'll see what happens.